2 of hardening off our pepper plants. All right, so guys, what I have here is these are in a window getting some nice sun. But if you see, this window has a screen. So this is going to act as a shade cloth. And so I got one tray there and one tray here. What I'll do is, you see it's not, the sun isn't hitting there yet. It will in about 20 minutes to a half an hour. But I will rotate this tray every now and then. You can see these plants are just blowing up. They're doing really good. And I left them outside right in the raw sun for, I don't know what it was, 20 minutes or so earlier. And then I brought them in because I'm not ready to put them out. It's going to be really hot today. So it's going to be 80 degrees. So I need to get them used to that. So what I'm doing is I'm putting these in the window so that they can get some UV rays, and then I will put them outside. Alrighty guys, we are outside right now, and so I left those, they were in the window for, I don't know, an hour and a half to 2 hours with the, it's like a shade cloth, the screens, and so they were getting UV rays and decent light. The sun was right on them. It's getting hot. It's about 74 degrees out right now, so they haven't seen really much heat and temperature wise. So this is where it's gonna, the rubber meets the road. We'll see how they do. I am going to attempt to leave these out for 45 minutes today. I did 15 minutes yesterday, and then I did, you see I got an overwintered plant here. Yeah, trying to come back to life. So these ones maybe not so, but whatever. That one does have some life to it. That is a 2-year-old chocolate 7-pot Primo plant right there. So we'll see what that baby does, if anything. So what I did was I put these in a window that's getting full sun, but it has screens. So the window pane plus the screens, I don't know, probably blocks out, who knows, 50 to 70% of the UV rays, but they are still getting UV rays, and they are getting light, which is good. They need light, and they're getting a little bit of UV rays, so that helps them get acclimated. But yeah, I can see just from the little bit having them outside, the transformation. You're going to see some of the leaves are going to start to look a little bit different. You'll get some wrinkles, or some of the leaves will kind of almost look like they're tilting up a little bit. And you'll get some leaves that will droop, and they will catch, on the corner. See, that one's injured right there. I don't know if you can see that, but they'll droop. And if you got these, the tags that I have in these are not good because they're square, they're sharp on the corners. If you get the rounded tags, it's much better. But yeah, I can tell they're not liking, I can just tell by looking at the leaves right now that they are not liking this heat. The sun, they're getting used to the UV rays too. But another thing, if they're not used to the heat, and that's the one thing that sucks about here in North Carolina, it's going to be 80 degrees today, 80 degrees tomorrow. When I plant them next week, they're going to be planted in 80-degree weather. So that's the only thing that sucks about it here, is by the time you're out of the woods with the last frost and or last weather that's under 40 degrees, by the time you get to that point, you're getting days that could hit the 80s. And that's the only part that sucks. When you plant these outside, even if they're hardened off pretty good, as far as being able to handle the UV rays, they do not handle the heat well at all. So that was my issue last year. I had plants that on a 74 degree day or 73 degree day, I had them outside for like 6 hours one day. The next day it was 8 hours. They were outside, they were fine. When I planted them, it was 80. They all started drooping. I had to give them a ton of water. And then, believe it or not, they lost most of their leaves, and they ended up regenerating and grew back like monsters, but it did set me back a little bit. So that does happen with some of them if you don't harden them off enough. So these, yeah, I can see back there that leaf is starting to wilt. This is what it'll look like. See that? That leaf right there? Yeah. It's starting to wilt. It does not like, they don't like this heat and this sunlight. They're like, no. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm probably going to have to bring them back inside here in a few minutes. I don't know how long it's been. I set a timer, but it's going in the background on my phone. But I'll have to bring them in a few minutes here and put them back in the window, let them slowly get more small amounts of UV rays. It's really cool inside, so they're gonna love that. But yeah, you can see this one. See that leaf drooping down like that? Yeah, they ain't been out here long either at all too, so these are nowhere near ready to go outside. Tomorrow I will bring them out again, and I'm really hoping that they can do a full hour out here tomorrow. I think they will be able to, but what I will do is tomorrow I'll bring them out earlier, so they will be out here in the morning. I won't bring them out right now. It's noon time, so high noon. They don't like it. Tomorrow I'll bring them out earlier, and then I think they can sit for an hour in the full sun tomorrow morning, not afternoon. What I might do is I might bring them out in the morning and see if they do good with the hour. Later on in the afternoon, maybe throw them out for an extra half hour, just to get them used to the heat and give them some more full sun. But they are doing good, but you can see they start transforming a little bit. You have them outside a couple times and you're going to start seeing the leaves will start looking a little bit different on them. They won't be as shiny and green and pretty as you had them under those lights, but this is how it works. So hardening off pepper plants with Uncle Bocow, day 2.